It get hotter in the summer, yeah. Hotter in the summer. The winter don't stand no chances. Hotter in the summer, yeah. Hotter in the summer.
I don't know why this feels so good. It like tickles my brain. Okay, good morning, everybody. Long time no see. It is a beautiful day in Los Angeles this morning. I am on the best jet lag right now for the last like week and a half since I left Munich. I have been going to sleep at 8, 9 p.m., waking up naturally at like 5 or 6 every morning, which I've always been a morning person and I just love the mornings. Waking up that early just makes me feel so productive and I feel like I just think clearer in the morning. I know I shit on the Rhode lip balms. I didn't like them because mine was I actually think I still have it. Yeah, I literally used this like once or twice and you honestly can see it when I put it out. It's like got little grains of sand in it. So I didn't use that at all. But then I tried the glazing milk and the peptide glazing fluid and I actually love it, which I was not expecting to. They sent it to me in PR and I was like, oh, okay, I'll give it a shot. And I really like it. It hasn't made me break out at all, which that's a big win in itself because literally everything makes me break out. Anyways, I was in Munich, obviously, and I had to leave early and come home for personal reasons I don't really want to get into, but I am back in LA for a few days. I have a shoot this morning, which is what I am prepping for, and I'm going to go to Miami for the F1 race next weekend, which I'm super excited for. Like, I am actually counting down the days. I think it'll be really fun. I'm kind of stressed because there's a lot going on that weekend, but I have a shoot this morning and then I think I'm just gonna have a chill weekend. I am not completely sure what day I'm gonna leave for Miami. So my next trip is a long trip, which is another reason why it's been very nice to be home and kind of just really like taking care of myself and my physical health, because the next couple of weeks, honestly the next couple of months, like the rest of the summer is so insane. There's so much going on. I'm barely gonna be home at all. So I'm trying to just kind of recoup and get my shit together. The amount of friends that have texted me the last couple of weeks struggling, really just like not feeling good or just going through some like difficult shit. Like, I don't know why we're all just struggling right now, but if you are also feeling like that, you're definitely not alone. I'm gonna finish my coffee and then we're gonna go to my photo shoot. Okay, this is one of the looks.
Laying on the sofa, a cup of orange juice in my hand.
Okay, I just got back from my shoot. I'm absolutely beat, but I have to rally. I have to get ready to go to a Fenty Beauty event. I've never worked with Fenty Beauty before, but if you followed me for a while, you know my absolute ride or die product that I've probably talked about more than anything else is the Fenty Heat Hot Cherry Lip Gloss Balm. I think I've gone through maybe 20 bottles of it. Bottles? What do you call it? I don't know. I'm also having my Crazy Cucumber Honey Mustard pickles that I get from the farmer's market. This is like my favorite snack in the entire world. If you live in LA, go to the Brentwood Farmer's Market and get these because they're so good. I don't go to brand events hardly ever. Time consuming. A lot of times I don't know anybody and kind of just feel awkward. And when I feel awkward, I tend to turn to drinking alcohol to ease myself up, which obviously is not the most healthy thing in the world, but I've heard rumblings through the grapevine that Rihanna is going to be there tonight. In a rally, we're gonna go. The only thing is the event is from 7 to 11, and I feel like with stuff like this, like Rihanna's probably not gonna show up till like 10, right? I don't know if I'm gonna last that long because I've literally been going to bed every single night at 8:30 p.m., which is why I'm having my Celsius right now. My granny bones are quaking. The only thing is the dress code they sent for tonight is Dress to Impress Sunset. That was like the line for the dress code. I don't know what that means. I guess when I think of sunset, I think of like yellows and golds. The only gold thing that I own is this gold corset that I wore to the Super Bowl this year. So that's a little intimidating, but I could maybe do, wait. Okay, I'm gonna try some stuff on and we'll circle back. This probably isn't even all of them. These are just the ones I could find off the bat. I have 4 of these. I just carry one in every single one of my purses. They're floating around me at all times. Obviously need to pack one in the bag for tonight. I just redid my whole like glam get ready with me room, which I will show you guys in this vlog. And I got a new makeup desk slash vanity and organized everything into drawers, but now I can't find anything. Before it was kind of organized chaos, and now it's organized, but now I don't know where everything is. Taylor always yells at me when I move his stuff and says the same thing, and I never got it, but now I get it. This is my other Fenty Beauty favorite. It's kind of gross. I really should get a new one, but is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. So technically this is like a foundation, but I use it for just touch-ups. Just kind of like blurs everything out. I have a lot of makeup on right now from my shoot. I always bring this with me to tennis matches, and if I go to the bathroom before the match or between sets or whatever, if I'm gross or sweaty, I put this on and it just like blurs everything. Just kind of smoothed everything out on this side, and I have not been able to find a better product than this for this particular thing. This is like the heaviest beat I've had in a while, but I'm like, if I'm meeting Rihanna tonight. This is the lip gloss. It's kind of a plumping lip gloss, so it's got a little bit of a tingle, but not like a Too Faced lip injections burn. It just tingles a little bit, but it doesn't hurt. So it's pretty red. I already had a red lip color on for my shoot, but if I am just going from the base, then underneath the gloss, I will do the Fenty Beauty Popsicle in, this one is my type, so this is a more pinky color, or I'll do the Strawberry Sangria shade, which is a more red. So pretty much any time that I have like a reddish looking color on my lips, it's this combination. My YouTube beauty guru dreams of 2015 are coming true. Speaking of, I posted about her on my Instagram story earlier this week, and I could not believe how many responses I got to this story. When I was growing up, the one and only YouTube influencer that I would watch that I can remember and that I was like obsessed with was Juicy Star 07. Her room tour video, I would have died for that room. And if I go back and watch that video now, like the quality of it and like the aesthetics of the room is so, I don't even know what year that was. It had to have been before 2015. This must have been like 2010, like 14 years ago, I think it was. Oh my God. But those videos had a chokehold on me. The what's in my bag, the room tour video. I need to bring back that era of YouTube. It was so iconic. Do my little glam room, Juicy Star 07, Morgan's version tour in this video. Live out my teenage dreams. Okay, I didn't even show my outfit. Okay, the corset was a no. The corset was like a hard no. I'm just gonna do this little white set from Kukai. Different, these are Tony Bianco little gold heels. And I'm just doing this little yellow Miu Miu bag that they sent me this week to shoot a campaign with. So this event is in downtown LA. It's gonna take me an hour to get there. Testing out this new little microphone that I got. This is Angelica.
Hi, ASMR. Really cute space. Very well done. Oh, hello, well done.
Very well done. Of course, all of the lighting in here is like so good. I'm getting my shade matched, professionally matched.
Long hair.
Friends are dating IRL and getting it on. But what's the point in making devices give me all that I want? I haven't been feeling it lately. The technology can be safe.
The tennis is going it's going. Honestly, it's so hard because I try to do lessons when I'm home, but obviously I'm not here very often. And most of the time when I'm traveling on tour, like I'm not gonna go and practice on match courts because I don't want people to see me. That would be embarrassing. But I'm doing like 2 or 3 lessons a week when I'm home in LA, so we're trying. I do the lessons through Sunset Tennis Club. The co-founder of the company, his name's Casper. He gives me lessons. He's great. He's very patient with me. I've definitely gotten better. Like I can get the ball over the net now sometimes. You know, it's an improvement. I was growing up, I had no athletic ability. I did speech and debate and I did musical theater. Like that is my strong suit. Anything sport, athletic related, I'm just not very coordinated. Speaking of tennis, the last week and a half, I've been very much a homebody and I have consumed a lot of content. In my earlier videos, I would always share, you know, what I'm listening to, what I'm watching, what I'm reading, and I did go see Challengers this week. I went and saw it on Thursday night, which I believe is the day that it came out. And the very first edition of the trailer came out like a year ago. I did not think that it was gonna be good. I watched it and I was like, what? Is this about like a throuple? Like what is going on? And over the last couple months, I got really excited for it because of all Zendaya's press looks and I'm obsessed with her stylist. I just think he is so brilliant and I love how much she really dove into the tennis court. Of course, I did go see the movie, which I had said, like I said, a year ago that I wasn't even gonna go see it. I don't know why I said that, but I went and saw it. I liked it. Again, it is so different from the sort of content that I usually watch. Like really the only things that I watch are like really dark TV shows, horror movies. All I listen to is true crime. So anything sort of like romance or drama, I don't watch. That being said, I thought it was good. I thought the acting was amazing. I am a really big fan of Mike Faced, the actor. Obviously Zendaya was amazing in it too, but I really liked Mike Faced in it. I think my favorite part about it was how toxic Tashi was. There's something about like female main characters or protagonists that are really messed up and just kind of own it. The whole movie you're kind of trying to figure out like who is in the wrong here. Like this is a lot of people making kind of messed up decisions. Her character was so like deliciously toxic and I just ate it up. I think part of my liking for that is that my favorite author, Gillian Flynn, always has really fucked up female protagonists. All of her female characters are really just kind of messed up and I really like that sort of raw look into, you know, female desires and female experiences. And not as being a perfect person that, you know, society often expects women to be. Other things that I've been watching recently, God, it's kind of embarrassing to like admit how much TV that I watch, but I just finished 2 seasons of Why Women Kill, which is an older show on HBO. As you can probably guess from the title, it is essentially about murderous women, but I thought it's really fantastic. I wish that they were doing a 3rd season. I also binge watched all of Baby Reindeer this weekend, which I'm sure many of you guys have heard about. It's the #1 trending show on Netflix right now. And essentially it's about a man who is being stalked by a woman, but there's like so many layers to that. It is very dark. It was a very difficult watch. Even for me, hard trigger warning on that show because sometimes I had to like watch it through my fingers like this because it was just so painful. I absolutely sobbed during the last episode. It was really heartbreaking. But again, that was another example of, you know, the main character really being super honest about not being a perfect person by any means. If you guys don't know, the creator, writer, and star is telling his own story. So the main actor in it is literally acting out everything that he went through. I'm so impressed by his storytelling abilities. Like the way that it was filmed was so good. The acting was incredible. I really think that's one of the best shows that I've ever watched. I've also been watching Shogun, which is about Japan in the 1600s. And I love Japan. I go to Tokyo every single year. Everyone there is so kind, and I think people have this idea that it's a very peaceful, friendly country, which it is now. The history of Japan is so brutal, totalitarian. The violence that they portray in the show, it's kind of like a Japanese Game of Thrones is how I describe it. So if you liked Game of Thrones, even the title sequence of the show reminded me so much of the Game of Thrones opening scene. So good. I took a break from it because Taylor and I were watching it together. So now we're waiting to watch it together again. So I think I'm 3 or 4 episodes behind, but it's really good. I had to go grab this from the other room, but right now I am reading this hefty book. When I ordered this, I did not realize that it was going to be 7 novels in one. This is the complete short stories by J.G. Ballard. And the reason that I ordered this is because one of the short stories in here is called A Garden in Time, which is what the Met Gala theme this year is based on. I really want to do like live commentary of the Met Gala, but I think I'm actually going to be on my flight to Rome from Miami during it. So I'm gonna see if I can get Wi-Fi or whatever, because I love watching it live. I love all the interviews and the hosting and stuff. But I was so fascinated this year with the theme of it because, you know, everyone's like, oh, people are just gonna show up in floral gowns and like call it a day. I read J.G. Ballard when I was studying literature in college because I was an English literature major. And most of his stories and writings are pretty dark, and a lot of them have really strong social commentary on like the human existence. Garden of Time, and it's only like a 5-page story, by the way. It's a really short story, but it is about a husband and wife, the Count and the Countess, who live in this big villa like up on a hill, and every single day there is an angry mob slowly coming towards them. And every day they pluck a flower from the garden, and this pushes the mob back. So it sort of like reverses time. And then the next morning they wake up and they start their day in this lavish house full of luxuries and expensive things. And oh, also the flowers are like little crystal magical flowers. And then at the end of the story, it suggests that the Count and the Countess are stone statues. So I guess my take on it, and based on his other works, because he really is sort of like a sci-fi writer is how I would describe him. A lot of times his other works are about sort of like dystopian cosmos. They're empty, they're depressing. So I think this story that is talking about this very privileged 2 people who are living up in this villa is kind of suggesting that this mob moving towards them is the revolution. Their desire to reverse time or stop time and keep this sort of revolution at bay is sort of suggesting that these 2 people are trying to preserve their privilege and their sort of archaic order of living in this fantasy world. And the exhibit that the Met Gala is focused on this year is called Sleeping Beauty's Reawakening Fashion, and it has all of these historical pieces that are never allowed to be worn again. I'm still kind of trying to figure out like the connection between this sort of dystopian story and the history of fashion and the rise of vintage, and like how that all kind of fits together. And I think it'll be really interesting to see how various designers and stylists kind of work together to tell this story in their own way. Again, I'm sure some people will just show up in floral dresses, but I think there's really such a big opportunity to, 1, be creative, and 2, to comment on, you know, this sort of revolution that's happening in the real world and in fashion. I don't know if that made any sense. Let me know if you guys have any sort of take on it, because I'm very, very curious. I posted this on my Instagram story when I was in Monte Carlo, but I got this app called 1 Sec because I spend too much time on social media, and a lot of times I pick up my phone and I just open Instagram without even thinking about it, because it becomes such a habit. Obviously, I have to use social media a lot for work purposes, but there's a lot of times where I open up Instagram or I open up TikTok and I'm just scrolling and I'm like, oh my God, what have I been doing? So I downloaded this app, and it has been so insane how much it's helped me. So every time that I open Instagram, it will bring me to this page where I have to take a deep breath, and then it will re-prompt me and it will tell me to drink water, and then it'll say, I don't want to open Instagram, and then it'll close out of it. My Instagram use has gone down by half. Really, really good for me. I also set up this hack on my phone where if I click this side button 3 times, it turns to red mode. So I have an alert on my phone every night, not an alert, an alarm on my phone every night for 8 p.m. to turn that on. It also doesn't have blue light, so it doesn't keep me awake if I'm like texting or reading something on my phone before bed. My goal this year is to break up with my phone. I'm so tired of it. And the last 2 weeks, I've done a really good job of just not really being on social media, like, which is bad because I know I haven't been posting as much, but I really just wanted to take some time before this summer, which is going to be so insane. There's so much going on. It's just going to be exhausting, that I was like, I want to recoup, come back to myself, relax, read what I want to read, watch what I want to watch. And it's been very nice and peaceful, but I'm sorry I've been a little MIA, because I know I have been. So I am sitting in my little content get ready with me room, which I spent the last week basically completely redoing. So I will show you guys because I'm really proud of it. This is what it looks like when you walk in. So this desk is new. I ordered this off of IKEA and I put all of my makeup in here. This is how many lip products I have. Isn't that so disgusting? Before I literally just had all my makeup in a cardboard box. So, and the other fun thing that I did was before these two shelves, I just threw all of my bags into and it was chaotic and such a mess. Saw this genius hack on Pinterest. So these are just bars that I ordered on Amazon. And these are little bag hooks that perfectly fits pretty much any bag handle. So now it's really nice that I can see them. And then this bookshelf is from IKEA, but I've seen a lot of people use it for bags and shoes or whatever. So I just put my other bags there. This is my little strawberry bag for Wimbledon. Super excited. Here I have some more bags, jewelry. Here's my little full-length mirror to get dressed in the morning. Then I put this together, which is a lot of my skincare PR and all of my hair care PR down there, which I know it's a lot. It's a lot. Every time that my friends come over, I tell them to go shop the beauty closet and they can pick whatever they want from here because obviously it is much too much for one person. Today, I need to start packing for F1 Miami, and then I'm going to Rome, Geneva, Paris, and Germany, Stuttgart, Germany, all in a row. So this is gonna be like, yeah, like a 5-week trip. I wanted to show you guys this racing jacket that I got from Ralph Lauren because I'm super excited about it. I think it's so cute. I actually definitely cannot wear this at F1 Miami though because it's going to be 90 degrees, brutally hot. I was on my flight from Munich to LA. I did some pretty serious online shopping for the next month or so in Europe. And if you guys have not looked at Reformation's website in the last couple weeks, I know it's not super cheap, but their stuff is really cute right now. Just have so many cute little like summery tops and dresses. I got this like Peter Pan style dress that I thought was super cute. This little like gray cami tank top. I also have these little bloomer shorts that I think are cute for pajamas, but I also am gonna try to figure out how to put these in a fit where it doesn't look like I'm wearing pajamas. Just made breakfast. I am back in an egg phase. I feel like I get really icked out by eggs sometimes, especially because a lot of the times when I'm having them, we are eating them at hotel breakfast buffets and they can be really sketch sometimes. Then every morning I make this drink concoction. So I just have water and then I put in this Symbiotic. I think it's just like greens and chlorophyll, but I like that they're in these little packets and they're really easy to travel with. Then I take this vitamin D serum. This is just from Erewhon. Then I take also Erewhon, this vitamin B12, 20-ish drops of that. Last week, I've been adding in this Arma colostrum. If you are on health and wellness TikTok, you've probably seen a lot of this. How it's made freaks me out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, especially like coming from a dairy family, but I do understand the value in it. It's really supposed to help with your gut and your skin health. Today I'm sort of having a get my shit together day. I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I'm going to clean my apartment. This morning I've been listening to this new podcast I discovered. It's a true crime podcast, which I feel like I've listened to so many and I'm so picky and particular about how they tell the story. I don't want them talking about their personal life. I like when they have recordings from like police interviews and stuff. I just discovered this one. It's called True Crime with Kendall Ray. It's really popular, so I'm surprised that I haven't heard of it, but I have binged. I discovered this a week ago. I'm like here, I've listened to this many episodes. I've been spring cleaning my apartment. I like redid my whole get ready with me room. I went through all my clothes, got rid of a bunch of stuff. So I've just been binging listening to it while I've been doing housework. I'm just walking to the grocery store this morning. I always make sure to get a walk in within the first hour of waking up. Getting a walk in first thing in the morning, when the sun kind of wakes up your circadian rhythm, you have more energy, it kind of naturally gives you dopamine, serotonin, I don't know, one of those two. Hi, good morning. Can I just get one piece of the lemon citrus salmon? I think one of the biggest lessons that I've learned this year is I have to grocery shop like a New Yorker because I can't even describe how much food I've wasted because I grocery shop and then I get lazy and then I just end up ordering food. So now I only grocery shop what I'm actually going to eat that particular day. Toxic habit of mine, now I know, grocery shop like a New Yorker. I follow this girl on TikTok named Clara Pierce, and she does this weekly vlog on TikTok every week where she cleans her entire apartment in the time that it takes to wash and dry her bedding. I started doing this because I feel like when I used to clean my apartment, I would just get very distracted by things, distracted by my phone. Like, you know, I'd sit down and watch a TV show and then come back to it later. It gives me a timeline, keeps me very on track. I am a very neat, tidy, organized type A person. So my apartment is never really like messy. Obviously it gets dirty, and I live in LA and I keep my windows open like pretty much all hours of the day. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I open all of the windows on the back side of my house, and then I open all the doors to the balconies on the other side so that the air just kind of washes out. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like first thing in the morning, I just need to get fresh air in. That makes my place very, very dusty. So I have to vacuum, dust, wipe down all the counters all the time. Drove down to Venice, which is a very lovely place to go on the weekends in LA. It's a little chaotic, like it's a big day drinking spot, which is why I don't usually come down here, but there are lots of very cute restaurants and shops, and it's very, I mean, we live more inland, but whenever I come to Venice or like Manhattan Beach or whatever, I'm like, oh yeah, I do live in California. I'm just gonna have a chill night and watch a movie tonight, but I wanted to show you guys my new obsession. So I have a glass of cherry juice with magnesium powder in it every night before bed. I just have a new obsession of always wanting something sweet to like sip on. So I've been making this drink with dinner every night where I take a ginger lime poppy, and then I will just put various things in it. So the last couple days I've been obsessed with this jalapeno and raspberry concoction. I kind of like muddle it all together. I feel like it just fancies it up and makes it more fun to drink. Actually just added a little bit of this Cherbundi tart cherry juice. I just order packs of these on Amazon and it is so good. I'm really over my drinking era that I had for a few months there. So now I'm back to mocktails.